In money matters, the JSE is weaker in midday trade. Global peers are also mixed while investors mull over a possible default by Chinese property giant Evergrande. Maurice Madiba, Cloud Atlas CEO, joins us now to talk us through the latest business news. A pleasure, Mr. Madiba, talking to you. Thank you very much for your time. What could be causing the retreat of gains in midday trade?
Yes, so I think the Chinese issue is quite a prominent one. They're looking to default on a $300 billion debt balloon that's been created in China. And this then has trickle effects as property is an ecosystem in a number of different sectors, in particular commodities affecting us here in the steel sector, and a few other of the providers that service that in terms of construction. So the Chinese authorities have come out to just ease the markets a little bit and said that they won't let the default be a proportional event that could trigger a crisis, and that in their opinion it doesn't also lead to other potential defaults in the sector in China. So it does calm it a little bit, and while we wait for some developments there with Evergrande, we're also waiting for initial jobless claims in the U.S. to see where the U.S. economy is headed in this period.
Let's take a look at news from Investec. They've been found wanting in their tax affairs in Europe. Why?
Yeah, so between a period, I guess, some time back, almost 10 years back, they were running this trade, which is called Come Dividend and Ex Dividend, which is a series of rapid trading that they were doing between themselves and a few other counterparties, or at least Investec being implicated as having participated in the scheme, but nothing solid yet has been brought against them. But ultimately, just a way for them to avoid or reclaim on dividend withholding tax from the authorities in Europe. So the extent of the profits that were made from double claims of withholding tax are around 55 billion euros. So we are expecting this to develop somewhat, but it's Investec hasn't yet been implicated by the German authorities who are investigating this. But the papers do reveal that to some extent they were involved in this activity.
MultiChoice Nigeria is challenging the penalty imposed by the Federal Inland Revenue Service. What do we know about those proceedings?
Yes, Nigeria is always an interesting area, and I think in the past year and 2 years, it's really you've really seen the authorities clamp down on business, and particularly foreign business. In fact, they've been doing it for quite some time when you compare MultiChoice to MTN. In this particular case, it's quite exaggerated in that they are accusing MultiChoice of not meeting tax payments on time, etc., and they are fining them up to 3 billion or 3.3 billion US dollars, which is more than MultiChoice's market cap on the JSE at this particular point. So it's a way for them, I think, looking at improving tax collection as a country, and going after corporates is one of those ways. But it does not inspire a lot of investor confidence, and in particular foreign companies looking to invest in the Nigerian market to extract some type of profits or returns from there. So they have been able to at least get the matter go on to appeal. The authorities had said that in order for that to happen, they would need to pay around $2.2 billion, but they managed to get away with paying just under $20 million to have this issue then looked at in a court of appeal.
Let's close off with Quantum Foods. It's flagged a profit hit among rising feed costs and flu issues. What are their projections for the period under review?
Yeah, so for year or quarter end September, they are expecting their results to be lower by between 20 and 47%, which is quite a wide bracket. So we'll have to see when the official results come out. But whenever results are expected to vary by that much, they are forced to issue a trading statement. So in this particular case, they did alert that this decrease in earnings they're expecting has been the result of higher input costs, a little bit lower trade and sales volumes, and then also the outbreak of a pathogenic flu that affected a lot of their stock and chicken in the South African business in particular. And so we're expecting to see downward results come out when they announce the official audited results. But what was interesting about their trading statement is that they are expecting an increase in the profits from their Zambia business. And Zambia has been doing particularly well with a much stronger currency. So them being able to earn in Zambian kwacha, even though it's a very volatile currency, is going to come through positively for them this year. And also the Mozambican business. So their Africa XSA businesses have done well, are expecting some positive results. But again, the core of its business is in South Africa, and that downward profit expectation is what they put out in the market today.
Cloud Atlas CEO Maurice Madiba, thank you.